mainstream media like CNN, MSNBC, even like Fox News is trying so hard to disavow and make people feel bad that this healthcare CEO died. And I think a big problem for legacy news networks is that they don't realize that they can't manufacture consent anymore because we have social media now. Like, I think maybe 20 years ago when the internet basically didn't exist, there was like 4 people on the internet and they were all really cool. You could put whatever the you want on the news network. People would watch it and they'd be like, oh, I guess this must be what everyone else thinks. Okay, I'll make sure when I go to work today or go to school today, I don't share that I actually don't give a that this guy died. And when we have to do our small talk, I'll be like, yeah, that was so sad. Now, when there's social media, you can just go on Facebook and see your aunt laughing at the fact that he died. Like, what do you think is gonna? You think people are gonna have an opinion, go online, see everybody else shares their opinion, but then when they watch CNN, they'll change their mind? It's only really reaching boomers. My coworkers were elated at murder, and overnight they're repeating all the anti-Luigi propaganda. Damn. You can totally still manufacture consent. Go look at COVID and masking. Yeah. I mean, of course. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm saying in instances where everyone already has such a strong opinion on the matter, you're not going to be able to convince them otherwise, I think. A lot of people are not going to be moved when they see that this is their opinion and everyone shares their opinion. And everyone in, like almost everyone in the United States has had a bad experience with healthcare.
This guy's not ready. He's way too soft. He's going to get annihilated on the inside, and good. If he's not going to get the death penalty, maybe someone will do him justice behind bars. That's all I have to say about that.
You should.
Jesse Waters, along with a few other people, have said that the CEO killer is going to have a hard time in prison. And, you know, everybody knows that murdering CEOs, that's like the worst crime you can commit as a prisoner. But I saw some fake news the other day. And by the other day, I mean this morning. I saw some fake news. Apparently, Luigi Mansion's fellow prisoners yelled that Luigi's conditions suck and free Luigi from their cells in Pennsylvania during an interview.
This was just from a few hours ago, and here they are, 10 o'clock as promised. They said earlier today, tell Ashley Banfield that Luigi is watching at 10 o'clock. I mean, obviously, you know, that's just a hard roast at this point because they're not near Luigi in any way.
Can I just ask the guys, if they can hear me right now, to answer yes or no very loud. Does Luigi have television in his single cell?
No.
Unreal. They said no, right? Obviously, we have a little bit of a delay, but they're getting. Yeah, they're getting the questions, and they're giving us the answers. So Luigi does not have. Wow, this is quite something. This is the strangest interview I've ever conducted.
Me too, Ashley. You know, according to the Department of Corrections, he's got his own solitary cell. It's not solitary confinement, but he's by himself. It's not dorm style. I'm not sure exactly what those guys got going on in terms of a living situation. It sounds like they're all clustered together. Isn't it interesting to see what accommodations that they have? They got their own light switches. They're obviously watching TV.
They're all doing
past
it.
any sort of 10 o'clock curfew, you know. Yep, they're doing this for you. They're watching News Nation at this very moment.
No, you guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. He's going to have a hard time in prison, okay? He's going to have a really hard time in prison. Holy shit, it's real? No, it's real. It's Chad, it's real. No, it absolutely is real. Rock salad alibi for Luigi right here.
Hey, where's Luigi?
He's making pizza.
Where?
Right back there.
Luigi.
6:44 a.m., December 4th, Luigi was making pizza, not guilty.
Oh, thank God you're here, Luigi. Oh, thank God Luigi's here, not guilty.
Oh, we just, oh my, so good, dude. Straight up though, chat, I'm not gonna lie. I personally don't like to engage in conspiratorial thought because it's very cringe. It's mostly just because it's cringe. That's the main reason I don't like to do it. And also now I've seen conservatives start to do it, which is making me feel even worse. So I'm definitely not going to engage into it. I just would appreciate if the media would explain the discrepancy in the jackets and the backpacks and the eyebrows. I believe the conspiracy that they popped him with surveillance they're not willing to disclose. That's not even a conspiracy. No, that's like, okay, that's not a conspiracy. That's not a conspiracy. I totally believe that there is way more footage and way more security cameras than we know about. Totally believe it. And the alleged McDonald's worker that narked him, I totally believe that there was no McDonald's worker that narked him. I think that I feel like that's barely. I feel like that is barely a conspiracy theory. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that the McDonald's worker that gets paid minimum wage, that doesn't give a fuck about anything beyond just having their shift end. So this tweet just reads funny. Breaking. Marjorie Taylor Greene says she fears that the suspected United Health CEO assassin's actions could lead to a single-payer healthcare system in America.
Yeah. Well, Congressman, this comes as well as you look at what's happening right now with the shooter, Luigi Mangione, and you're seeing so many people on TikTok praise him. This is a man that lost his life. You're seeing CEOs of other healthcare companies pull their staff off of the websites because they're scared. Where do you think this violence is coming from? And do you think it's just going to get exacerbated as we continue into the Trump era with some of these people?
I'm glad you asked that question. And I've been watching this unfold, and I believe it's the beginning of a political movement. You know, the left and the right, political movements, they try different tactics. They try protests. They try marches. They try storming congressmen and women's offices. They try violence. They try riots. And oftentimes when they're not successful, you know, maybe they're moving to assassinating just one person in order to make the changes they think they want. But there should never be a time where people are cheering on the death of an innocent man, a murder that happened on video.
Innocent man. If you are the CEO of a company, you have a fiduciary responsibility to your shareholders. Your responsibility to them is to make money, to constantly be profit-driven and only profit-driven. In the healthcare industry, being exclusively profit-driven means trying to deny as many people as possible. Because every time you deny someone, you no longer have to pay them out and you get to make more money. Your job is literally to tell people they cannot get what they supposedly need. That is, you make money by denying people medical aid and attention. That is your job. That is your job as the CEO, to make as much money as possible. Ew, it's a Titan on screen, Denim. Get it off. Yeah. United Healthcare found someone was pretending to be a doctor and giving fake Alzheimer's diagnoses. They made a deal with them to bill their customers more. I would have to see a source for that, but if that's true, that's insane. My sister-in-law is an oncologist and said UHC specifically denied cancer patients chemo if it was going to go for more than 6 months. Amazing. Amazing. I love a system that denies people chemotherapy for their cancer. Yes.